Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. It's my favorite video to make because it is so useful, but it is time for another monthly reset. So in this video we go over my goals from the previous month, set goals for the next month, and then we go over my spending from the previous month, see if it lined up with the budget, and then we set the budget for the coming month. And then sometimes I toss in some chores. I haven't been for the last couple months because I've been on crutches, but while I'm still on one crutch, hopefully this is the end. It's just so gross in here because I haven't been able to clean properly. So we are going to wash my makeup brushes. I have barely been wearing makeup, but they just look a little dingy, so we're gonna wash those. And then I have some tidying, not so much monthly reset chores because those tend to be a little bit more intensive and require a little bit more mobility to do, but I have some ironing to do and I need to tidy my kitchen. So we'll do those in this video as well. And then we're gonna end it off by making some turkey pumpkin chili to bring in October. So we're gonna start with the goals and do the sitting portion first, and then we'll get into the cleaning after. So opening up my September planner in my Notion. Okay, so this month's focus, I really wanted to focus on getting back to routine. I went back to work in September. I went back to work on the 11th of September, maybe the 10th. And going back to work I knew would help to kind of structure my days a little bit more because like the entire month of August basically, or from August 3rd to September 10th or 11th, I was off work. And after August 7th when I had my surgery, the only thing I had to do every day was my physio. So other than that, it was like totally free for all, which was kind of nice, but I do think I enjoyed that time. However, it was really nice to be able to structure my day a little bit more. Originally, I wanted to get back to my routine in the way that it was pre-surgery, obviously without my morning walks because we're not doing that right now, but I think we're just starting to get there. Let's get into the goals. Did not get off crutches. I did get back to work. I have been better at cleaning my apartment, but I have not been able to like fully mop the floors and like fully scrub the tub of my shower and like stuff like that. But my apartment is definitely cleaner than it was at the beginning of the month. So I know that the goal was to do like a full deep clean and I didn't do that. However, it is cleaner than it was on the last day of August. Start to get back to routine. I'm gonna say yes, I did all my physio. I've been very good about my physio. I have not had an everything shower. And then, okay, the tasks, I kind of I'm going to say that yes, I did not do this. I realized that I was I couldn't find, I've misplaced the 2 supplies that I needed, but I have a plan for this. I have not mailed or posted the gifts. I did this was a work thing. Oh, I forgot about that. And I did that. Okay, so I don't do that. What went well this month? Getting back to work went well. Come on. Getting back to having a social life. I mean, I really only did one thing, but yeah, like I actually went out and did something with people, so that was good. What went well? This has been hard the past few months. I mean, I've always found this section kind of difficult, but the past couple months have not been about like doing things or achieving things. Like literally the only thing, oh, doing my physio. Like they've not, and it's been kind of like a nice mental reset, because I think whenever you're like a very academic person and you spend a lot of time in school and post-secondary, you start to like measure your life in things that you've achieved and what you've gotten done and how productive you've been. And this month has been a hard stop, or 2 months really. They've been a hard stop on all of that because the only thing to achieve has been healing. And like I had a big surgery in, I guess my month of healing would have been in October, where I was off work for the whole month, back at my parents' place, and I was doing nothing. But for some reason that didn't feel, or I don't remember that feeling as restorative. Maybe that's because the surgery was more major and I was sick going in, like it was an emergency surgery. I was unwell going into the procedure. So maybe, whereas this, it was scheduled, I was healthy going in. So I don't know, this time has felt more mentally clarifying. What do I need to improve? Walking. I think that's pretty obvious. And time on phone. Screen time, for sure. And evening routine, I'm gonna say. Things I achieved. Like as I've said, like this hasn't been really about, I can't reach things at the back of the top shelf of my kitchen cupboards. I had a big fall. This last Saturday, I had a big fall and I ended up in the emergency room, and it was because I was trying to reach for something I was being dumb. Memories, French, and silver dollar. Okay, cool. Now we'll get into October. Oh my god, it's Q4. Okay, this month's focus is going to be new starts. And this month's goal, number 1, get off crutches. Number 2, it's going to be focus on moving fund. And stay consistent with physio. Yeah, I think that's all it's gonna be. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate this and do this one's tasks. And this month I want to keep clean apartment, take an everything shower. I have never wanted to shave my legs so badly in my whole life. I'm truly desperate to shave my legs. Put away, so it is quite warm today, and it's so windy that I have to have my windows closed because it genuinely sounds like they're gonna like rattle off. But my fall clothes are underneath my bed and I can't get down there at the moment, so I'm gonna have to ask somebody to come over, bring my fall clothes out from under my bed, and then I can put my summer clothes away. Put away spring summer clothes. And yeah, just like generally put away summer supplies. Excuse me, sorry, I have been sick the past week. and I'm afraid you'll probably be able to slightly hear it in my voice. Let's get into September. That's going to be it for October for now. That was short and sweet. Cool. Okay, September. So if you remember in my September monthly reset, I was really uncertain about what my income was going to be because I was going to be coming off temporary disability, going back to work, but with the way pay periods worked, I wasn't certain. I was gonna only have like 3 days on my second paycheck of the month, which was very alarming to me. So my first paycheck, and actually I shouldn't have even had a first paycheck at all, but they screwed up my second August paycheck, which I do think ended up working out in my favor, but I got paid. So the week that I took a sick leave, because whenever you go on temporary disability, there's a week's delay. So I was advised to take a week of sick leave and then temporary disability would kick in. The Monday was a holiday, and then I took 4 days sick leave. I don't know what happened on if it was my manager or payroll, but I only got paid for the statutory holiday, not the 4 sick days. So my second paycheck in August was like $200, but that meant that I got paid for those 4 sick days in my first paycheck in September instead of in my last paycheck in August. So that's what this is. I think that ended up working out in my favor. Otherwise this would have been 0 and I just would have had the disability, but I think it ended up working out. And then this was my second paycheck. Like I said, I should have only had 3 days on this, but I had some, we call it compensatory time off. So whenever you work overtime, it gets banked, and then you can either take it as paid leave or you can have it paid out. I was really concerned that like 3 days was not going to be enough money. So I took 10 of my compensatory time off hours and added them on to my second paycheck, which I think was smart. And then I finally received a reimbursement from a work expense that I had in July. Something, I don't know what happened, but I should have gotten it in August, and I did not. But again, I think that ended up working out in my favor. And then this is temporary disability, and I sold a piece of furniture for $200. And then my rollover from August was $645. So my bills, rent as usual. I was actually pleasantly surprised by my electric bill because my parents were here and my dad turned on the heat one night. I did turn it off pretty quickly, but my dad did turn on the heat. So good. Water, I was actually expecting this to be worse given that there were 3 people showering here for a week, but great. Cell phone, this is what it's going to be moving forward. I got confused with it. You would have heard me explain this last month, but it's $95.91. Car insurance is $133.67. CAA is $19.36. iCloud is $1.46. My internet's Wi-Fi $111.87. I pay for Canva $16.99. Although I didn't update my credit card information with them. We'll see we'll see what happens whenever I go to make my thumbnail, if that was successful or not. Spotify is $12.42, and then I pay for Paramount Plus through Prime, which is $6.22. There were no annual bills in September. Groceries. We need to have a moment for the grocery budget. Ordering grocery. I've been ordering groceries and having them delivered, which my local store offers for free because I've been on crutches. My car's been in the shop the last week. I'm not supposed to be driving at all. I'm only driving to physio, promise. Scout's honor. And so my grocery bill, I'm $13.85 under. And I think that speaks to the impulse purchases that I do whenever I stray from my list. Yeah. So I spent $486.15 on groceries. I did also, I will say this, I had a bunch of freezer meals left from all the meal prep that I did in July and the first week of August. So that definitely helped. Like this would have primarily been like fresh veggies and fruit and then like snacks to supplement. So I'm really pleased with that. This is, let's see, August, I was over budget. July, over budget by a lot, but that was the month I was doing all the meal prep. June, over. May, over. April, over. March, over. February, under. Okay, cool. I did a low buy that month. And January, over. So, nailed it. Cat, I was over by $7. So whenever I was doing all my surgery prep, I bought him an automatic feeder and an automatic waterer, and I needed new filters for the waterer. Gas, like I said, I'm not supposed to be driving. I will need to put gas in my car in October, but I have not been. It takes me like 3 minutes to get to the hospital, and that's the only place I've been going for physio. Coffee, I have gone to the coffee shop. I went twice, once with a friend to say thank you for all the help she's given me and just to like get out of the house a little bit, and then I went once by myself. So only $22.18. Essential household, I got a big tub of Tide, powdered Tide for laundry and cleaning and stuff. Obviously nothing in fitness and sport. $31.04 in eating out, so we went to brunch. We had to schedule a power outage, so a car full of us drove over to the next village, hamlet would probably be more accurate, and got brunch last Sunday. Toiletries, $51.96. Contact solution and moisturizer, yeah. And I obviously I got those in town, which made them definitely more expensive. Nothing on makeup and fragrance. Medicine and vitamins, I didn't budget anything. Okay, I ran out of Advil, which is not good at the moment. I use it for both my migraines to supplement my migraine meds, and then also as painkillers for this. And then I don't know if it was a bad cold, if it was the flu, if it was COVID. You can't get COVID tests anymore, so I couldn't test, but I got cold and flu meds and Advil, a big bottle of Advil for $72.30. I did have money budgeted in here for car maintenance, but I'm going to slide it over to October because I am finally getting my car window fixed. It used to be that it just didn't go down, but it stayed up, and I was fine with that, to be honest. It just meant I couldn't go through a drive-thru, which is probably a good thing. But then I took it into the shop. My car was in the shop in March, maybe, for something in the engine, and they forced the window down, and then after that, it wouldn't stay up. So, winter's coming, and it has to be fixed. Like, I can't keep driving around with duct tape holding my window open or closed, and it's also, like, barely working anymore, so it had to be fixed. But I'm going to be paying for that either tomorrow or Tuesday. So that money is going to get shifted over to the October budget. Clothes, I didn't budget anything, but I did 3 Poshmark purchases. I got a coat that I'm really pleased with, a skirt, and a dress for $139.51. So, non-essential home, nothing. Travel, nothing. Gifts and cards, nothing. Christmas, nothing. Tech, nothing. Fines, nothing. Bank fees, $192.88. Under budget by $7. Spending money, $11.29. Oh, this is my Prime membership. I should have this in monthly bills, but I don't. Craft supplies, I ordered some threads to finish some needle points that I started in August whenever I was off, and I ran out of thread. So I ordered some more. And then nothing in social, nothing in entertainment, nothing in hair, no expenses for work that I got reimbursed on. And then I was significantly over budget in medical expenses, and that is because I had to pay the doctor to fill. So here, obviously, we have OHIP and stuff here, and like basically everything for the whole surgery has been covered. The thing that isn't covered by OHIP is when doctors have to fill out forms for work. So like if your doctor requires a sick note or if your workplace requires a sick note for you to take a sick day, you have to pay for that. And then I needed my return to work form filled out, and that was $80. And then the rest of this is parking at the hospital for physio. And then I saved $600 to my moving fund, so $200 per paycheck. And then I sold a piece of furniture, and I've decided that any money that I make from selling something in my house is going to go straight into my moving fund. So $600 there. And my student loan will have come out today. So that's $308.79. My car loan payment is $308.79. And then how I've been doing my credit cards, since I do have a balance on both my credit cards, is because I would realize that I was double counting. I've explained this in every video. It's probably so annoying. If you watch all of these, I'm sorry. But what I do is I take the balance at the start of the month and the balance at the end of the month, and I subtract them, so you can see that in here. And this should be a positive number, meaning that I've paid off more than I put on it in that month, because since I'm like ordering my groceries and stuff like that, I've been doing that on this card. And then on this card, what I do is I'm just like paying off kind of the bare minimum to keep it below limit, which it is pretty close to. But there's no like net payoff, if that makes sense, on this card. So yeah, that's that. So I paid off $405.86 on this credit card, and then money did get put on this credit card, but it just kind of like netted out over the course of the month. So let's set October. So I need to check on pay periods here. So we get paid this Friday, and that will be for this one and this one. These two work weeks. And then if we get paid on the 4th, and it was for these 2 work weeks, which I worked in full, then that means that we get paid again on the 18th, and it will be for this week and this week. Okay, cool. So my paychecks will be as anticipated. I'm a salaried employee, so that will be that. I have not been doing any work travel. I am prohibited from work travel, so I won't be getting any reimbursements, and I'm no longer getting temporary disability, so that should be that. And then my rollover is about $1,200 this month. So $687 for water. Oh, I already changed that. Electric, I'm gonna keep it the same because I haven't turned my heat on this month, so hopefully it's the same. Cell phone, car insurance, CA, iCloud, internet, Canva, maybe Spotify, and Prime should all be the same. And then I actually canceled Disney Plus, so this is going to be $0. Or I canceled my renewal of Disney Plus because I just can't. I love Disney Plus, don't get me wrong, it's probably my favorite streaming service, but I've been watching so much Paramount Plus lately, and $145. I know it ends up being cheaper than a monthly subscription, but that's insane. That is insane. So I just can't. I will probably go back to Disney Plus, but I just can't imagine doing that right now. So that's been canceled. I should probably go back and remove that, actually. So how this one works is you put all of your bills in January, and then it will auto-populate. If I go to February, because I have a WordPress bill there, it will be in my yearly bills. Anyways, sorry. That's one thing I really like about this spreadsheet. Groceries, we're going to do $500. Again, Montana. That man shouldn't need anything. So actually, I'm going to aim to save for him this month instead of spend on him this month. Gas, I'm going to do $50 because I will need to put gas in my car. Sorry. I will need to put gas in my car this month, but not very much because I'm not really going anywhere. I'm going to do $40 again for coffee. I shouldn't need anything. No, we're going to stick to my rule. We do $50 for essential household supplies, and we do $50 for toiletries every month, just because something always comes up. And then it's budgeted for, and I don't have to feel guilty about spending something, because like toiletries and essential household supplies, those are like shampoo, laundry detergent, dish soap, counter cleaner. Oh, and I will need bathroom cleaner. See, exactly, something always comes up. Fitness and sports, sadly, will be $0. Eating out, I'm going to give myself $40. Makeup and fragrance, nothing. Medicine and vitamins, I should need nothing because I just got more Advil and don't need any vitamins at the moment. I'm going to do $0. Car maintenance, $722.16. Clothes. There's so many clothes I want to buy for fall, but we're not doing it. Non-essential home, 0. Travel, 0. Gifts and cards, 0. Christmas spending will be 0. Tech, 0. Fines, 0. Bank fees. I can't wait till that's like $40. But spending money, I'm gonna do 0. Craft supplies should be 0. Social, 0. Entertainment, 0. I am getting my hair cut and I'm so happy about it. It's gotten so long because I've only been able to wear it up. And I wasn't able to blow dry my hair for most of August and September, so it's just been growing. So I'm gonna do 70 for a haircut. I shouldn't. And then medical expenses, it should just be parking at the hospital this month. So I'm gonna do 15. And then moving fund, I want to save at least $400 too. Same. So that is October's budget. And then I know it does say a negative number down here, but it usually, I know this is not the way you want to budget, but it all kind of like, I never end up spending, like if we look over here, like I was over budget, but I was under budget here. So it always ends up kind of like working out that I don't spend full budget somewhere and then I go over budget somewhere and like stuff like that. So it usually kind of works out okay. I can't believe it costs $722 to fix a car window. And like my car is not fancy. It is the base model and it's 10 years old. Yeah, it is. But the parts itself, like just one of the parts is $360 something. I called my dad whenever I got the estimate and he was like, yeah, parts have gotten absolutely mad. So, c'est la vie. Anyways, and this template is by Iiiiiiitttt'ss Budget. I always link it down in the show notes, Jesus Christ, in the description below. I don't have a podcast. I don't know where that came from. But now we are I'm going to finish my coffee and probably ice pack my hip, and then we'll do dishes and ironing and wash my makeup brushes. So, thanks.
Sorry, I didn't mean to start with. I just have some questions about the robbery.
You please. I can't use my power to change things in the past. Not deliberately.
Why not?
You think it was Em's destiny to be murdered by an ox, her fate? You think this was all meant to happen? No, of course not. None of this is how it was supposed to be. She's meant to be here. So I can tell you about. Together. I know these babies won't fix our problems.
Babies.
You can demand whatever you please.
He was there for it.
I didn't believe you. Blood power was his wedding at the time. I never want to question your position. The same cannot be said for everyone you've assembled here. I think you're offering up a waste of safety. You're sadly mistaken. Peter Knox made sure of that. And what he did demands justice, Baldwin. I would appear so.